Atomic Habits by James Clear is a popular self-help book that focuses on the power of small habits and how they can lead to significant personal and professional improvements. While there are many valuable takeaways from the book, we will discuss 5 key lessons in this video. 1. The power of tiny changes. 2. Habit loop. 3. Habit stacking. 4. The importance of environment. 5. Continuous improvement. Before we explore those 5 takeaways from the book, make sure to subscribe the channel for more success-driven content. In Atomic Habits by James Clear, the importance of tiny changes is a central theme because Clear argues that small, incremental adjustments to your habits can lead to remarkable long-term results. Here are a few key points regarding the significance of tiny changes in the book, along with examples. Imagine you're saving your allowance. If you save just a little bit each week, like putting some coins in a piggy bank, over time you'll have a lot of money saved up. Those tiny coins add up to a big amount. Think about playing a video game. You might not become a pro gamer overnight, but if you practice a little bit every day, you'll get better and better. Sometimes it's like planting a seed in the ground. At first you can't see anything happening, but underneath the soil, the seed is growing into a big plant. Your small efforts are getting you closer to your goal. Let's say you want to be really good at drawing. Instead of trying to draw a masterpiece right away, you can start by doodling a little bit every day. Eventually, you'll become an awesome artist because you've practiced so much. Imagine you have a big project for school. If you try to do it all in one day, it can be super stressful. But if you do a little bit each day, it's much easier and less overwhelming. So remember, even small changes can make a big difference over time. Whether it's saving money, getting better at something, or finishing a big project, taking small steps can help you reach your goals without feeling stressed. Clear explains the habit loop, which consists of a cue, a craving, a response, and a reward. Understanding this loop can help you identify and modify your habits more effectively. You can make positive changes by manipulating each component of the loop. Think of a habit like a loop that has 4 parts. Cue. This is the trigger that starts the habit. It can be something you see, feel, or even think about. Craving. This is the feeling you get when you want the reward that the habit brings. It's what motivates you to do the habit. Response. This is the actual habit or action you take. Reward. This is what you get from doing the habit. It's the reason your brain wants to do it again. James Clear shows us that if we want to change a bad habit, we can work on each part of the habit loop. For example, let's say you have a habit of eating sugary snacks when you feel stressed. Cue, stress, craving, comfort, response, eating a candy bar, reward, feeling better temporarily. You can change this habit by finding a healthier response to stress, like taking deep breaths or going for a walk. To build a good habit, you can use the habit loop in your favor. For instance, if you want to make reading a daily habit, cue, seeing a book, craving, learning something new, response, reading for 10 minutes, reward, feeling smarter, you can make sure to have a book in sight so it's easy to start reading. Understanding the habit loop makes you more aware of why you do certain things. This awareness helps you make better choices and change habits that aren't serving you well. The book provides many real-life examples and stories of how people have successfully changed their habits by understanding and manipulating the habit loop. This gives you a practical framework to make positive changes in your life and break free from habits that might be holding you back. The author introduces the concept of habit stacking, which involves adding a new habit to an existing routine by pairing it with a habit you already do consistently. This technique can make it easier to adopt new habits. Imagine you're playing with your toys every day after school. Habit stacking is like adding a new fun game to your playtime. It's easier because you're already used to playing with toys. Let's say you want to start doing your homework right after school. Since you already come home and play with toys, you can stack homework time right after toy time. Habit stacking uses things that remind you to do your new habit. It's like having a little reminder that says, "Hey, it's time for your new habit." If you want to start reading more books, you can stack it with your bedtime routine. After brushing your teeth and getting into bed, you can read a few pages of a book. Habit stacking helps you make a habit of your habit. Let's say you want to start doing a quick cleanup of your toys every evening. You can stack it with your dinner routine. After you finish dinner, you'll remember to clean up your toys. Trying to do a big new habit all at once can be hard. Habit stacking makes it smaller and simpler because you're just adding a little something to what you already do. If you want to start drawing every day, you can stack it with your after-school snack. After you have your snack, you can spend a few minutes drawing a picture. So, habit stacking is like making your new habits friends with your old habits. Clear emphasizes that your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your habits. By designing your environment to make positive habits more accessible and negative habits less appealing, you can set yourself up for success. Think about your room, your school, or your playground. These places have a big influence on what you do every day. If you see your toys in your room, you're more likely to play with them. If you have a bowl of yummy cookies on the kitchen counter, you might want to eat them every time you pass by. Your environment can help you do good things without even thinking about it. When good choices are easy to make, you're more likely to make them. Sometimes there are things you shouldn't do, like eating too many candies or watching TV all day. Your environment can help you avoid these bad habits by making them harder. The people you're around can also affect your habits. If your friends like playing sports, you might want to play too. If your family reads books, you might become a reader too. If your older brother or sister is always reading interesting books, you might want to read those books too. Sometimes you can set up your environment to help you do things you want to do more of, like practicing a musical instrument or doing your homework. If you love drawing, you can keep your drawing supplies on your desk. This way, when you sit down to do your homework, you'll see your drawing stuff and be tempted to draw a little bit too. Remember, your environment is like your helpful sidekick. It can make good habits easier and bad habits harder, so pay attention to where you are and how it can help you be the awesome person you want to be. Clear encourages a mindset of continuous improvement. Rather than focusing solely on goals, he suggests that you should concentrate on becoming 1% better each day. Over time, these small improvements can lead to significant and lasting change. Imagine you're climbing a big mountain, but it's super steep. Instead of trying to jump to the top, you take small steps. Continuous improvement is like those small steps. You get a little better every day. Think about getting better at your favorite video game. You might not win every time, but each time you play, you learn something new and get a bit better. Over time, you become a pro. Sometimes you might feel like you're not getting anywhere, like you're stuck on a plateau. But if you keep trying, even when it's tough, you can break through and reach new heights. Imagine you're building a tower with blocks, but it keeps falling down. If you keep trying and adding one block at a time, your tower will get taller and more stable. Continuous improvement is like making good habits part of your everyday life. Instead of just setting big goals, you focus on doing small, good things regularly. Let's say you want to become a better reader. Instead of aiming to finish a giant book in a day, you read a little bit every night before bedtime. Over time, you'll become an amazing reader. Sometimes it takes time to see big changes, but if you keep going, those small improvements will build up and make a big difference. Continuous improvement is like a fun game where you try to beat your own high score. You're always looking for ways to do things a bit better than before. Think about drawing. Each time you draw, you try to make your pictures a little more awesome than the last ones. It's like a challenge to improve your skills. So remember, continuous improvement is about taking small steps, not giving up, and making good habits. It's like a secret trick to becoming better at anything you want to do. Atomic Habits by James Clear is a book looking to transform your life through the power of habits. As we've discussed in this video, the book offers practical advice backed by scientific insights and real-life examples, making it a valuable guide on the journey towards personal and professional growth. The book articulates the profound impact that small, consistent changes can have on our journey towards success. Whether you're seeking to break bad habits or cultivate positive ones, This book equips you with the tools and knowledge to do just that. Remember to hit that like button, share with fellow success seekers, and subscribe for more enriching content on this channel. Your journey to success begins with the right habits, and Poetics of Success is your compass.